In this lesson, we'll focus on Dialogue 3, featuring simultaneous conversations. The setting is Monday at noon, providing a dynamic learning experience. When we start writing theater, it's quite common for our scenes to focus on a single topic, often causing the characters to repeat themselves about that subject for an extended period, such as 10 minutes. This repetition risks losing the attention of our audience or readers. To avoid this issue and make our dialogue more engaging, we can, to add more layers, keep the main theme or conversation in the dialogue, while also weaving in secondary ones. This approach enriches the scene and keeps it engaging. It's very important that two things happen in this dialogue. That Gabriela decides she wants to get back with Salvador and apologize to him. And the other, that they receive a phone call informing them that Salvador had an accident. Besides those two issues, I will introduce other topics that will be played out among the characters. To clarify how I plan to address these topics, I've compiled a list of the ones I intend to explore further. This will help you understand my approach. Firstly, the central focus is the love story of Salvador and Gabriela, including their potential reconciliation. Secondly, the mural's theme is another significant aspect to consider. The third topic concerns the chocolates sold in San Luis Potosí. The fourth topic is about the paparazzi. Finally, Salvador's accident will conclude this dialogue. To clarify the distribution of conversations throughout the dialogue, I've outlined these topics to ensure a clear understanding of how they will unfold. I highlighted them with the corresponding color. This dialogue begins exclusively between Brenda and Irene, with Gabriela absent at the moment. Their conversation centers around a specific topic, the creation of a mural. Irene has prepared a detailed sketch which Brenda finds impressive. They have reached an agreement that Brenda will cover the costs, ensuring the project moves forward smoothly. The second topic that appears is about the chocolates. They subtly mention eating chocolates, highlighting them in their conversation. The chocolates become a part of their discussion. The third topic is about the paparazzi. This is a topic I find crucial as it highlights Gabriela's fame. Up until now, my narrative has solely referenced her professional life within journalism and her presence on TV shows. However, no significant events have yet unfolded to underscore her prominence within the storyline. That related to that piece of information we were given. And after the relentless pursuit by paparazzi comes the main topic, the complex relationship between Salvador and Gabriela and the crucial decision Gabriela must make to return and apologize. Here, Irene offers support, guiding Gabriela through her thoughts from the past weekend, helping her piece together her feelings and choices. As I was saying, the conversation in red, focusing on love and the relationship between Salvador and Gabriela, is pivotal. This theme drives Gabriela, the protagonist, to make crucial decisions now. It is the key topic that influences her actions and choices at this critical juncture in the story. She resolves to return to Salvador and offer her apologies, marking the completion of the scene's primary goal. Following this, the subject of chocolates arises once more. Although these are secondary dialogues, it is essential to provide closure to these remarks, ensuring all narrative threads are neatly tied up. That arise among the characters. Here, the only thing they say is that at the next attempt at a wedding, they will serve these chocolates at the party. Then comes another mention of the wedding topic and the relationship between Gabriela and Salvador. In this dialogue, it is marked that Gabriela leaves and Brenda and Irene are left alone again. Next, they conclude the mural discussion, deciding if the project will be completed before or after the wedding. The final conversation in this dialogue centers on Salvador's accident. This wraps up the sequence of events, bringing a sense of resolution to the topics discussed among the characters. Irene gets a call from Mexico City, where someone informs her that Salvador has fallen down the stairs. This news is pivotal in the sequence of events. For me, ensuring that Gabriela is in a different place during this final discussion is crucial. This allows the other characters to discover vital information independently, giving both our audience and the readers an insight that surpasses what the main character currently knows. I ended the story here, and I'm not interested in what will happen when they tell Gabriela or how they will return to Mexico City. What interests me is leaving that bittersweet ending. Phone calls can be thrilling to pen, yet they come with significant risks. One must consider we're privy to an entire dialogue, but solely from one participant's perspective. Indeed, there have been instances where readers might have noticed in films or TV shows a character receives a call and says something like, "I understand," or "I'll be there," conveying key information. Are you telling me that my dad fell down the stairs and is now in the hospital? Crafting a phone call scene can often come across as inauthentic. When writing one, it's crucial to meticulously manage the details you present. Ensure that the audience comprehends the majority of the conversation, even if they only hear one side. This requires careful consideration of how to convey essential information through limited dialogue. I chose this dialogue for simultaneous conversations because I had all three characters available together at once. This allowed me to allocate different discussion points among them effectively. For instance, Brenda's role includes informing us about the paparazzi. The mural topic is played out between Irene and Brenda. The phone call topic is handled by Irene along with a character we don't see, and the love topic between Salvador and Gabriela and the chocolates are handled by all three. Remember, when engaging in simultaneous conversations, clarity about your main conversation is crucial. If a secondary conversation suddenly gains more prominence, it might divert the attention of those listening to your story, causing them to lose focus. These conversations serve for the characters to continue inhabiting their universe. We can have pragmatic characters who make decisive choices and propel the narrative forward, but it's crucial to also take moments to reflect on the identity of these decision makers and their motivations behind such actions. I already have 3 of the dialogues for my final project. The first was about hierarchy. Then we did one to describe the environment in which the characters are, and finally, this one about simultaneous conversations. Let's move on to the next lesson where we will work on the monologue.